The Bugaboo Bee6 compared to the UPPAbaby Cruz V2. These strollers are two strollers that you may be comparing if you're watching this video, or if you are not, I hope YouTube is suggesting this video to you, because these are two strollers that you should be comparing because they are great. They are going to have big enough wheels, especially the B6 on the Bugaboo product, for 2021 to make it really great for walking around the city, and they are light enough that fit in your trunk if you live in the suburbs or if you are on the go. But you may be wondering what are the specific differences between the two, and in this video I'm going to compare them step by step. Now, if you have your own personalized questions that you want about these two strollers, you should book a free consultation with one of our experts at mbeans.com/consultation. We will consult with you anywhere in the continental US. You can give us a call at 617-383-8259, send us an email to questions@mbeans.com, or just leave a comment below. So here is the UPPAbaby Cruz compared to the Bugaboo Bee6. I'm really excited about doing this comparison for you. Why? Because the Bee has been out for over 10 years, and I just don't think that it gets enough love and attention. But UPPAbaby Cruz, super popular, gets lots of love and attention. And when the Cruz first came out, it was under $500, and the Bee was around $700. So there was a really big chasm in price. And so people weren't always considering it. Also, people didn't really understand the Bee, but the Bee is now around the same price as a Cruz or a Nunatriv or these other these mid-sized compact strollers. And it comes with the car seat adapters included. So you should definitely be considering the B6 if you're looking at the UPPAbaby Cruz V2. A main difference for both strollers, which were upgraded. So this is like a 2021 stroller. It's the end of 2020 right now. So let's say it's one of the first strollers of 2021. This is the 2020 Cruz. As far as I know, there will be no updates to the Cruz for 2021. You heard it here first at Magic Beans videos. They made the rear wheels larger on the Cruz for 2020, which makes it a little bit bigger and really makes it push really beautifully. And they also added suspension for the V2, but they also made the wheels bigger on the Bee. So the B6 wheels are now 7-inch wheels. So they are definitely both strollers that are going to push really, really beautifully for long walks in the city, etc. So these are, in terms of performance, the Bee always did a great job, but I think that when they made the wheels bigger, they really made the performance also really good. Now, I do full reviews of the B6 and of the V2, the Cruz V2 on the channel. So if you want to see a full rundown of those strollers, click the link above and below and watch those videos later, but let me just show you the comparison of the two. Both have two Peekaboo windows. So when you undo, it's kind of like a similar design actually, undo the extended canopy on the Cruz, and it'll expose a mesh Peekaboo window, open the canopy on the Bee, also, and open this little flap, exposed Peekaboo window. On the front, they have an exposed Peekaboo window with air mesh, and same thing on the Bee, open up the front, and you have an exposed Peekaboo window. They both hold up to 50 pounds. They increase the weight limit of the Bee for the B6 variety, which is awesome. And the seats both go in both directions. Let me show you how that works. So it's a pretty simple turnaround on the Cruz. What you do is you push these two buttons on the side, lift, turn, and now you can have the baby face you. Now you can't use the Cruz in its native form from newborn. You need to add a product called a Snug Seat, or you need to purchase a UPPAbaby bassinet, which also works on the Cruz if you want to use it from newborn. The Bee, when you recline it all the way, is sort of newborn compatible, and you can add a bassinet, and you can add something called a cocoon, which really optimizes the newborn capacity of the B6. Let me show you how to turn the seat around on the B6. Put the brake on, fold it forward like that, lift out, turn around, and you click it back in. Simpler turn for sure on the Cruz, but also you get, but it's not so hard to do on the Bee either. Really nice textiles. They upgraded the fabrics for the B6. You can fold the Bugaboo Bee with the seat facing you. You have to turn the seat back around if you want to fold down the Cruz. So that is actually, I think, a pretty important differentiator between the two. Let me turn the seats back around for you. There's belly bars on both. The belly bar on the Cruz, let's just double check this. Yeah, it's one of those movable belly bars. Here, it's one of those, same thing here, movable belly bars, so you don't have to take the belly bar off. If I had a nickel for every belly bar that I lost from my 25 strollers, I'd be, I don't know, whatever 5 times 25 is, that's what I'd be. And then I would get a nickels or 5 cents. So we can turn this back around. They have this really nice air mesh on the back of the seat as well for extra ventilation, which I think is really nice. Let's fold these down. Now they both stand on their own. Something nice about the B6, they added an integrated stand so that you don't have to have it go down to the ground. To fold it down, you push your thumb here, pull here, and it folds right down really easy. And then that little stand you can see down here, looks like a little stinger on the B, it's pretty cute. Stands like that. And then to fold down the Cruz, what you do is, just remember, when you had if you have an older Cruz, you pull the handlebar all the way up to have it stand on its own. With the V2, you push it all the way in to have it stand on its own. Pull the 2 triggers on the side, and it folds down. Voila, just like that. In terms of the seat height, I was just looking at this before we started filming. Oh, you unclip it on the side right here, open that up, and here you just put your foot on the rear axle, and you pull it open like that. In terms of the height of the seats, I feel like the B has a perception of being a lot lower than the Cruz, but if you look at it side by side, it's just about an inch or 2 lower. Another really cool thing about the B, and this is not something that everyone always knows, is that the seat is actually growable and expandable as your child grows. So you want the seat actually longer when your baby's younger, because their little knees don't go over to put their feet on the footwell. So you lift here, and you can actually, so you pull this out when the baby is younger, and as the baby gets older, you push it in, and now the baby's feet can go, their knees go over the edge of the seat and touch the footrest. And also, on the top here, also expands. So like I said, 50-pound weight limit and also expands. So this actually holds a nice big child. Now I do a full review and lots of comparisons of both of these strollers that I recommend you watch right after this video. See you at the next video.